guys, it's Simply Obsessed and welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is a speed build / tour of my little happy home that I built using a lot of items from the brand new Tiny Living Stuff Pack that was released today. So the Tiny Living Stuff Pack is the latest stuff pack coming to The Sims 4, and it's all about building within a small space. So the official description on the Sims 4 website says, downsize your Sims dwellings with this brand new, never before created residential lot that provides fun-sized challenges and unique benefits to your Sims when they meet the tiny home requirements. So this stuff pack is all about living small and making your space work for you. And I love the items that have come along with it, and I love the idea of having to work with the little bit of space that's granted using the different sets of criteria for tiny homes. So there are three different styles. Well, I'm gonna say styles. There's three different tile limits for tiny homes with this new stuff pack. So there's the 32 tile limit, that's the tier 1 tiny home. The tier 2 is a 64 tile limit, and then tier 3 is a 100 tile limit. So for tier 1 you can't use more than 32 tiles, tier 2 you can't use more than 64 tiles, and tier 3 you can't use more than 100 tiles. And I love that there's an official way of creating a tiny home. Now tiny homes have been created in The Sims for forever, but I love that there's an official way of going about creating a tiny home. And this home that I'm sharing here with you guys today is a tier 2 home, which means that it's no more than 64 tiles. This home came in at 63 tiles, so just under 64, and I love it. It's a cozy space. I call it a happy little home because I imagine the Sim living here just being really happy with life. They're not really materialistic. They love their cozy little space. They love to write. They love to garden. They love to be creative, and they're just happy having the things that they need and having a cozy little space of their own. So that's why this home is called the Happy Little House. It is available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can search for it using my origin ID, which is SimplyObsessed28. I will also have a link to it in the description box below. But yeah, I love this little house. I'm really proud of the way it turned out. I hope you guys like it too. So I'm going to call it a part for the speed build portion of this video, because now I'm working on the interior, and I'm going to go hop into the game and show you guys an in-depth look at this little house, and I will catch up with you guys in game. Alrighty loves, here we are in game in Willow Creek, and we are on the Rindle Rose lot, and I chose this lot because it's one of the smallest ones you can build on. It's 20 by 15, and it's the perfect size for a tiny home. Now in game, it's a beautiful sunny summer day, and I'm loving it because it makes this house look extra happy, extra special. Maybe it's just me, but I love how sunny this house looks. And to be honest, I'm really jealous of the warm weather in this game, because where I am it is 16 degrees, and as the night goes on it's only going to get colder. I really wish that we had a sunny day like this. But let's go ahead and tour this tiny house. So this is the exterior. Got a nice little seating area out front. I have a couple trees. I did not add any fencing to this home for two reasons. One, this is a tiny home, and I felt like extra fencing would make it feel really close in, and I wanted this house to feel spacious even though it was considered tiny. Number two, while building this home, I forgot to add a back door that would lead you to the outside, and it just didn't make sense to have this home be fenced in, and then if your Sims wanted to use the backyard space, they have to come out the front and then walk around to go in the back. That just seems a little awkward to me, so I did away with the whole fencing idea. Now let's go ahead and look at the interior. Oh, but before we do that, I'm going to go into build mode so you can see the layout. You guys can get a good look at the layout. Alright, so here is the layout of this home. You have the living room area over here, your kitchen, a really tiny bathroom, and the bedroom. And if you go into the little lot info panel on the left, you'll see that this is a tiny home residential. There's a new lot type, but then next to that it has venue lot rewards by tier. So earlier I was saying how tier 1 homes are 32 tiles or less, tier 2 64 or less, tier 3 100 or less. So based on the tier type that you use, you'll have different types of lot perks. For this home, a tier 2, we have the You Got the Touch lot perk. Skills increase at double the standard rate. Cozy comforts, everything is twice as comfortable. Lighten the load. You use less energy, so you have lower bills, and then you feel happy, inspired, and focused for twice as long. And I'm really excited about the lighten the load lot perk, because for those of you who have seasons, you know that using that thermostat makes your bills go up crazy high. So I can't wait to see how having this lot perk is going to help out with those crazy bills that come along with having a thermostat in your house. But this is a look at the layout. Now let's go ahead and tour this place in tab. So this is the entryway to our tiny house, and to the right we have our living room. And I love this living room. I love how cozy and comfortable it feels, and I'm loving the items that came from Tiny Living. These chairs, the sofa, the TV, radio, bookshelf combo that you see, the mirror, this little poof cube on the left, this rug, the plant pictures, they all came with Tiny Living. The little table in the center and the candles, that came from Tiny Living as well, and it's so gorgeous. I love it. I love the style of furniture and just the style of stuff that came with Tiny Living. It works very well, and it's really fancy without being super, I don't know, what am I trying to say? It looks nice. It's fancy without looking super over the top and crazy expensive. I hope that makes sense. But I love this living room area, and the curtains are yellow because I wanted to add a little bit of happy colors. Since this is the happy home, I think yellow is a happy color, and I think it pairs well with the furnishings that are in this living room. To the left we have our tiny kitchen. So our tiny kitchen, let me go back some. Our tiny kitchen has a mini fridge. We have a microwave, a stove, and a washer and dryer. Now I felt like the Sim living here would not have a huge refrigerator because they're all about saving money and they don't buy more than they need. So everything that they would need would fit in a tiny fridge, but I wanted them to have a stove instead of a microwave because every now and then they want to throw down and cook a really good meal for their friends when they come and visit. I felt it was important to have a washer and dryer because you can stack them up, and I did not want my Sims to have to wash their clothes using the little bucket and then hang them out to dry outside. I thought that would be a little bit much, and having the washer and dryer stacked on top of one another really helps out in such a tiny space. So this is the dining area, the dining table / office area. This is a cozy little place for your Sims to get some work done. They have a laptop, so if they need to clear space for dinner, they can just put the laptop in their inventory and have space for them and their guests to enjoy a meal. This picture of the hot cocoa or coffee, I think that's hot cocoa, is super adorable. I love the pictures that came with this stuff pack. They're so cute. I can't wait to use some of them in a nursery. I have a lot of ideas for toddler rooms and nurseries based on the photos that came with this stuff pack. So this is our tiny kitchen area. This is our living room. Now if you come over here to the left, this first door leads you to our super tiny bathroom, and this bathroom gave me such a hard time because it's such a small amount of space, but everything has to function perfectly. So for the shower, I used the shower that came with University. So it's basically the faucet, the drain, and the shower head that's all in one, and I love that you can stick it anywhere and it doesn't have a lot of extra pieces taking up precious amounts of space. It's really simple and it works. So we have the shower from University. The sink that you see here is from Tiny Living. The mirror is not. The only pieces from Tiny Living that are in this bathroom are the sink, the toilet, and this wall decor here with the towel and the sponge. Those are the only things that came from Tiny Living. This bathroom gave me such a hard time because I did not know what to do with such a small space. I feel like this bathroom needs a window, but all the windows I wanted to place looked a little too big and just looked out of place. I didn't add a rug to this bathroom because I imagine the floor being wet all the time, and it just like the idea of having a soaked rug in real life just like makes me feel all icky and stuff, so I didn't add a rug. Maybe I could. I mean, it's The Sims. The rug doesn't really get wet. It's not like it'll bother them too much. But this is the bathroom. It's really tiny. Everything in this home has been play tested, so even if things look a little wonky and you're not sure if you're going to be able to use them, everything in this home functions perfectly. Your Sims have access to everything without any problems. Now let's go to this door to the left of the bathroom, and this is our bedroom. So with Tiny Living, we have the addition of Murphy beds, and I was tempted to use one in this space because I figured the Sim living here could have a Murphy bed, then fold it up and use this space to do their yoga or work out and all that. But I decided against it because the room is so narrow. If your Sim living here has a significant other or somebody sleeping with them, it would be hard for both of them to get out of the bed without disturbing the other one, because it's just positioned weird, and it just wouldn't work. So I chose a single bed. The rug in here is Tiny Living. This mirror is Tiny Living. I love this mirror. This dresser is Tiny Living. The chair is Tiny Living, and these books right here are from Tiny Living as well. And the other day we got an update that now allows some of the decor books to function as a bookshelf. So if you want to save some space, you can use some decor books and it will function as a bookshelf. Now over here we have a little table, some artwork, and a laundry basket, full-length mirror. I love this piece of decor that is the base game. I love the coffee stained journal. I imagine the Sim living here writing and painting and being really creative, and so I just love that piece of decor right there. So this is the bedroom. Oh, and these lights are from Tiny Living as well. They're absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so this is pretty much it for this house. It's really small, so there's not a lot going on. I have to say my favorite room is the living room. I love how super cozy and comfortable and colorful it is. This is my favorite room. I just love it. And I love the candles because I love candles in real life. So anything comfy and cozy with candles, just I love it. So I'm really proud of this living room. And yeah, so that's it for the tour of my tiny house. I have my Sim here, Mr. Builder Bob. He always tests my builds. So I want to show you guys how everything functions perfectly. He can come over here and take a cold shower without any issues. He can use the bathroom without any problems. And if I didn't really use, oh wow, that was quick. I didn't use any cheats for this build except for the enable bb.enable, move objects on. That's the only cheat that I use. So if you want to make sure that everything functions perfectly, just use the move objects on cheat and you should be good to go. So yeah, this is my little happy house. I hope that you enjoyed this build, this tour slash speed build. It's mostly a tour because the speed build portion wasn't that long. But anywho, I hope that you enjoyed this video. This home is available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can search for it using my origin ID SimplyObsessed28. In the description box below, you'll find a link that will take you directly to its gallery posting if you want to add it to your game. And I will be coming up with more tiny homes for you guys in the next couple days, because this was a fun little challenge and I love having a new stuff pack, new content to mess around with. So be on the lookout for some more tiny homes coming your way. And yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to receive upload notifications for my future uploads. And I will talk to you beautiful, amazing, lovely, spectacular people in my next video. Bye guys!